Hello, Taurus. Welcome to the Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I'm a witch. I'm going to be doing a tarot oracle reading for you. This will be published October 2020, but it's relevant for whenever you come to it. I've lit some sage for you, for us, the sacred space, and to do a little scrying in it as well. I'm just seeing that things feel calm, smooth, peaceful. You're wanting to maintain the peace. You want to have inner peace. Who doesn't? I know. But that's your main objective at the moment, at the time you come to this reading. This reading is for all Taurus energy. It can be applicable to any type of astrology form, tropical, Vedic, whatever. And cross-watchers, I suggest you just accept this reading as your own. I'm using the Pagan Ways Tarot by Anna Franklin. And I'm just breaking them in. They're newish. They're great, though. They have wonderful energy. I'm not, and I don't get paid to endorse any cards. I just give my honest opinion. And it's just my personal opinion, so you might feel differently about certain cards and such, but I love this deck. I love Anna Franklin's work. Okay, so this reading is going to cover the areas of love, security, and freedom. Love will be all relationships, including romantic. Freedom is your material needs, such as the basics of food, clothing, and shelter, and your life calling, whatever that may be. It doesn't have to be your 9 to 5. It could be, but it could just be a passion project you've always dreamt about your whole life. You just feel called to do it, whatever it is, and you know it's your life purpose. And the third area is freedom, which explores your life path and your personal power. The bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Pentacles, Yule. This woman has seen it all, and she's still happy. Yep. Look at the smile on her face. Look at, I was just talking about inner peace, and that is certainly what she has. Just reminds me of the story of the Deathly Hallows from Harry Potter, how the third brother greeted death as an old friend. This woman is on in her years. This may be a mother figure for you, but this is about inner peace after having witnessed all the ups and downs of life. I see 2 cards in the area of love, so I guess we're getting 2 cards. I'll read the top one first because that's probably the one that's meant to be here. So Taurus, you may have a connection with a Virgo. This is a Hermit. And probably one of the most beautiful Hermit cards I've seen. This reminds me of going into dark places and shining your own light there, which is kind of connecting to that other Queen of Pentacles that I just showed you here. This is a man who's been through battle, but this is a major arcana card, so the gender isn't as relevant as in the minor arcana. This is more about a life lesson, but I do see this as your inner self and going down into the depths of your subconscious and even your unconscious mind. And I see this always as being someone who has experienced a great deal of life and seeks mainly to find the peace in all situations and life events. That pretty much sums up a lot. Finding the love in everything when there seems to be none, etc., that type of thing. Here's the extra card. It's the Five of Pentacles, yeah, because this is a sense of restriction, as the card says. It can be that you are guarding your sacred space in order to keep the inner peace that you have. This can be that you're trying to get in somewhere and you're being restricted from it. But I feel more that it's you guarding your inner peace. So I'm going to put that one back in the deck. I'm going to get more clarity from fortune-telling cards. These are my gypsy cards. They're called gypsy fortune-telling cards. That's the name of them. Kind of stereotypical, but they're the best clarifying cards I've ever used, and the images are the most beautiful ones I could find. They all vary a little bit. There are different fortune-telling cards, and these I found were the most beautiful and unique to this set, and there were no other ones here in the US. I bought these from, they were shipped from Hungary. So more clarity, please, Spirit, on the energy of love for Taurus. Love for Taurus, all relationships. You're seeing yourself going through a journey reflected in your relationships. Taking some quiet time, taking some alone time, some me time. Yes, there was a misfortune. Finding the peace, finding the inner peace. Since the time of an unfortunate event, you did come out with what is most precious to you. And for some of you, that was your own inner self-respect and dignity and love for yourself. Sometimes that is the most important thing of all, which might feel counterintuitive to us at times. We tend to think that, like our children are more important to us, our family, they're more important than us. But that's just mainly a sense of self-sacrifice, which comes naturally with truly loving a person and loving unconditionally. This, I feel, is sometimes that even the unconditional love for another cannot supersede your own self-love. The whole airplane analogy, when the oxygen masks drop down, you have to put your own on first, even before your own child's. And because you can't help anybody if you're dead, you can't give any more unconditional love if you are completely drained of reciprocal love. You don't just generate love for yourself in a vacuum. And you had to put yourself first, and it felt counterintuitive, is what I'm feeling. I feel that there was pain involved, some bit of sacrifice, but I still feel that this is the inner goal and objective and result. You will have inner peace. And you're probably thinking, well, when will I have happiness again? And you might be thinking it's not possible. But it is. It will be different, I think. But it will come in different forms, many different forms I'm getting from Spirit. Many different forms that happiness will return to you for everything that you've put into all of the love relationships that you've ever had. I feel that that's what's coming. I feel that that's what's coming right now. It's coming back to you. For the area of security, food, clothing, shelter, our life calling, which is our most meaningful thing to do, is filled with sunshine here. You're just surrounded by sunshine. We have the Six of Wands with victory. She's holding a laurel in her hand. She's wearing a wreath of sunflowers or laurel leaves. I can't see my glasses. I can't tell if they're laurel leaves or tiny little sunflowers, but needless to say, she has won. This is your this is your standard of success, is when you feel that you have emerged from a situation victorious. You have emerged from a dark situation with everything you need intact. Everything I need is the love. The love, I still have the love. That's the most important thing I need. That's the life force. And you have that. You've recovered. You've had to do a lot of in-depth soul searching. It's been painful in the recent past. But this is emerging victorious. You have a completely transformed perspective of what is truly important in your life now. Even the people you've lost, you factor them in, or even the people that you can't even call them relationships. You can only call them learning experiences for some, you know. It's like, wow, I don't see anything good in that. Well, whatever you were able to glean from it that resulted in self-love and more self-respect, that's the reward of going through that experience. That's not why it happened. There's no good reason for a bad experience to happen to anyone. There isn't one. So I kind of don't hold with the idea of everything happens for a reason. I don't think some things happen for any good reason at all. But there is always something in it. I don't think Spirit gives us anything that's difficult without there being a gift inside of it. And so the experience is not a means to an end, but there's something within it. Now you can just take the experience and move along. You can look for the gift within it and know that you survived it, but you know that the flip side of it is you will thrive again. And it doesn't matter. Spirit will always remind you of your successes, and the measure of your success is your happiness and your inner peace, not in the material world. So clarity on security for Taurus, please, Spirit. Clarity for security, food, clothing, shelter, and Taurus's life calling. Clarity for Spirit for Taurus, please. Okay. What's it gonna be? It's hanging in the air. Maybe there's stuff hanging in the air. Ooh. Thief and Judge. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Someone who is capable of stealing from you, but you have the victory over it. That's what the victory is. This is the energy, and this is what it's about. A thief who stole from your material world, interfered in your life purpose, interfered in your everyday material life. This will be observed and noticed, and the word's escaping me, sorry. But this will be observed and acted upon by a higher authority. By a higher authority. In some way, shape, or form. I don't know what form it will be, but it's coming. I don't know if you'll see it or not, but I think you'll know. I do think, to a very large degree, for whoever's watching this, you will see it. Yeah, someone wronged you. Someone took something from you. I just heard a medal. Took your medal. Took your reward. Took what rightfully belongs to you. Took your joy. Not because the material things were missing, but it depleted you of so much energy. You lost your enthusiasm for life and your life calling, and you're going to be given it back. This is what I'm seeing, is you're going to be given back what you lost. The higher authority is going to give it back to you. This person won't, but the higher authority will. I feel that very strongly. Okay, so that's good. I don't know why I was shuffling. Yeah, see? Falseness under this. They're going to find out the discrepancies in the case or in the hearing, if it's a legal issue. There's some kind of documentation that's being reviewed and carefully looked at about this thievery and this falseness. There's definitely some lying and deceit here. And you're emerging. I just keep coming back to it. It's like, no matter what you think now, it's like you're being witnessed and followed by the higher powers of the universe. And they're taking care of it through other people because you were wronged and robbed. So that's good, Taurus. I'm glad to hear that for you. In the end, this isn't the future. This is the area of freedom. Not in the end, pardon me. The freedom card represents your power, your personal power, which freedom is your power. Okay, so this is when you have the right to choose. Freedom is you having the right to choose, the natural human right to choose your own life, and that's what was robbed of you. I feel that you were feeling just really down, broken-hearted, wounded, and for good cause. It's like you feel that you had a good cause. You have a right to feel upset, but more than that, it's like you feel... now that I said those words, it's like I feel like you don't feel you have any rights, but you do. And I do feel that your sorrow is being looked over and looked at. And it's depleted your will to push forward. It's knocked your momentum off course, but you are healing, I'm getting. You are definitely healing. There might have been a storm, but I do feel that the storm that's brewing next is for this person who hurt you. The lies that were told are going to be rectified or recognized. And I do feel there's bringing them into accountability is what I just got from Spirit. Bringing them into accountability is what's happening. You may get your sorrow assuaged, and it might not be by the replacement of the exact things that you lost, but it will be in some, it could be, but I'm saying it for all of you, being a general lead, it could be that it's replaced, the things you lost are replaced by other forms. Desire. This is what's going to help you through, is keeping your dreams alive. This is what the person did. They tried to take your drive, your desire, your lust for life, tried to take that away. They were almost successful at one point. This was just lying on the table. I'm going to throw that in the mix because it's there. It's like, wait. This was like the after. Wait a minute here. And then you get this paperwork or notification or something that's good news. It's makes you feel filled with love, makes you feel like you're soaring higher. It's like a real uplifting message from someone, a delivery of a letter or a package from someone that lifts your spirits. What you wanted and what you had set into motion, the sorrow you're feeling is going to be lifted. Okay, I'm going to pick one spirit card from this deck that's called Your Path Through the Enchanted Forest. It's by Linnea Weatherspoon, and it's partly pagan and nature and partly fairy tale. So we're going to have a look through these. I'm only going to draw one card from this. It is very similar to a tarot deck, but works better, for me, as an oracle, too. Sometimes even better as an oracle. It just depends on how spirit leads me or leads you to look at them. I don't know if any of you have this deck, but it's really, really beautiful. Okay, that is it. Ooh, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. It's coming in. Message from Spirit. Bottom of the deck. Ha! The Council of Animals, number 20. You know what that is in traditional tarot? It's the Judgment card. Ha! Judgment. Message from Spirit, please, for Taurus. The Fairy Wind. This is number 12. No, sorry. Number 7. 7 is the Chariot, which is victory. Let's read this, guys. Okay, real quick, and we're almost at the end here. 7, the Fairy Wind. I'm so excited to read this because I don't know why. Here we are with look at the beautiful illustrations, you guys. It's just glorious. Every time I pick it up, I just feel so connected to Spirit. You should get this deck. It's really beautiful. Number 7, the Fairy Wind. The quiet mood of the forest shifts, subtly at first, and then with increasing tension, like the breathless hush before a storm. Oh, my God. Storm. I said that. Did I not say it, or was I only thinking it? Oh. Like the breathless hush before a storm, you hear a rushing sound in the distance, growing louder as it approaches. It is the sound of treetops dancing in a wind that comes closer and closer until it is upon you, lifting your hair and cooling your cheeks. You are surrounded by a sudden fragrance of bluebells and moss and honey. This is no ordinary breeze. It betokens the wild flight of the fae. They flash into your view, imperious, haughty, beautiful beyond words. Your heart yearns after them with a sharp urgency to go where they go and see what they can see. But never attempt to chase them. Trust me, it will not turn out well. The fairies follow their own path, and you must follow yours. The fairy wind is a powerful sign of ultimate success. Only the most fortunate see the fae, though many have felt their passing. Things will pick up speed for you now, and your endeavors will flow swiftly toward a positive outcome. Continue forward with increased confidence. Speed, keywords, I kid you not, speed, change, important news, success, self-governance, independent achievement. A closer look. Legends tell of people who were swept up by the fairy wind and deposited miles away. If this happens to you, don't be in a rush to return. That's really neat. I love the legend and folklore too. And I feel that legend and folklore has some basis in the truth. And even if it's just in the astral plane, I do believe it's a reality in one way, shape, or form. I've seen too many strange things happen not to believe that. Being a witch, it's my normal. So that's not to brag about my abilities in connecting and seeing these things. It's bragging on the universe and how just indescribably wonderful and beautiful it is, even through all this muck and mess and darkness and storms. You know, feeling lost, then that breeze comes and you emerge victorious out of that dense forest. Praise be. I hope that helped you, Taurus. I hope that uplifted you, and good luck in the near future with that forthcoming good news that's coming, that affirmation that will at least validate your soul. You're going to know. You're going to feel so victorious. And your mind will be put at ease. And you just keep on keeping on. Keep doing what you were doing because you're doing great. That's what Spirit wants me to say to you. So please check out all the links below if you would like to connect further and get an awesome, personal, detailed reading at my shop, my Etsy shop, The Mystic Smuggler. All the links necessary are down below. Please hit the like button if this resonated for you. And if you feel inclined, please share and subscribe so you can be notified of all future readings. Till we meet again, Taurus, much love and brightest blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.